What's up, guys? Today we will be talking about the Pixel 6 Pro, 7 Pro, 8 Pro, and 9 Pro XL here in 2025, guys. So buying a used refurbished Pixel or a new one, I really like these phones. I really like recommending these phones to people, especially if they're buying these phones in the used refurbished marketplace. And they're very cheap. And not only that, but Google extended the software support. So for example, the Pixel 6 Pro here, this phone is going to get all the way up to Android 17. They extended the software support from, I believe it was 3 years to 5 years now. So this phone launched with Android 12 actually, and it'll get all the way up to Android 17, which is really amazing. So you could keep your Pixel phone for a long time, and it just makes these phones a very good deal now. So I want to talk about my experience using these phones here. I'm a big fan of, like I said, the photos and the video. I use the video a lot to film basically all of my YouTube shorts. I've been using these Pixel phones to film my YouTube shorts for a long time. I just really like the way the video comes out here. But let's go ahead and dive into this, and let's go ahead and start off with the actual design of these phones. So you can see Google made a slight difference here with the Pixel 9 Pro XL. It doesn't have that camera bar. It now has sort of like a camera island now, which looks pretty good. I really like the design. I think this was one of my favorite looking phones from last year. It just looks awesome. A lot of people say it looks and feels like an iPhone, at least from like the front and the sides and everything. And I agree, it does feel like an iPhone. I picked this phone up and always mistake it for like an iPhone, but the camera design, it just looks really great. I think they did a really good job. Some people don't like it. As far as the hardware goes, they're all glass and metal devices. You can see Google moved from the sort of glossy finish on here on the 6 Pro and 7 Pro, and we moved to a matte finish so you don't pick up those fingerprints. It wasn't really a big issue because these don't really show fingerprints, especially if you get the white color. But yeah, so as far as hardware wise, all these phones, they still look really good and they still feel really solid in the hand. But yeah, the Pixel 9 Pro XL I think looks significantly better. The one thing you'll notice, immediately with the 6 Pro is that it does have a dimmer display than the rest of these phones here. As you guys can see, it's just a little bit brighter as well. So that's like been one of the biggest changes with these displays, is that they just become a little bit brighter. They're all actually 1440p displays, very high PPI, AMOLED, OLED displays, all 120 hertz, and they all look pretty good. The next biggest change with these displays is them getting rid of the curved panel. So on the 6 Pro, 7 Pro, we do have a curved panel, and then on the 8 and 9, we do have a completely flat panel as well too. But as far as color wise, looking at these phones, they all basically look the same here. So there's no actual difference when it comes to the overall image quality. In my opinion, it looks really good. So I also had some people say that the Pixel 7 Pro and the 6 Pro feel smoother. So I do want to talk about that. And I definitely thought like it was just me, but now putting them side by side, like they all feel very smooth. Don't get me wrong, but the 6 Pro and 7 Pro, they do feel like the displays feel like, I don't know, they just feel smoother. It is really weird. So I had a lot of people, like some people mentioned that, and then the comment got a lot of thumbs up. So I put them side by side. But yeah, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel the same on the 8 Pro. And the 9 Pro is smooth, but it's something about like the older Pixel phones where they, for some reason, feel smoother. It is very weird. It's very subtle though. It's not like a thing where it's immediately noticeable. But when you like put them side by side, it is really weird. Google's Tensor processor has gotten dramatically better over time, with the original Tensor chip being kind of underwhelming for the time that it was out compared to Snapdragon ones. A lot of people didn't like it, but these phones are geared towards more of the AI stuff. It's not really geared towards the gaming and speed and stuff like that, benchmarks. And as you guys can see, G2, G3, and the G4, it's not like gigantic bumps, especially from that Pixel 7 Pro, Pixel 8 Pro to 9 Pro XL. And yeah, as far as your general speed, guys, they feel exactly the same. So, running Android 15 on all of these phones right now, they feel legit the same. like animation wise, speed wise. Let's see if we can launch Subway Surfer. Launch Subway Surfer here. 3, 2, 1. Wow, it looks like the older phones beat the Pixel 8 right there. But I'm telling you guys, there's really no speed difference. They all do really well with animations. The biggest thing that you're going to run into with the older Pixels is that these phones tend to heat up. I did have, the only heating problem I had was with the Pixel 7 Pro. When I was outside, filming the YouTube Shorts, it was hot outside and I got a heat warning and it decreased the quality. That was the only time I had an actual issue with overheating. So besides that, and I do want to talk about gaming performance on here as well too. The gaming performance is going to be a little bit better as well on the newer phones, but it's not as well optimized. So I'll show you guys what I mean. But as far as, I would say, if you're more on the heavier side of usage, like more of a power user, it's better to go with the 8 Pro and 9 Pro XL, just so you don't run into those heating problems with the 6 Pro and 7 Pro. All right, so this is why a lot of, power users or gamers stay away from Pixels. For the last 4 generations here, we have been stuck on the same settings for PUBG here. We can play at still good settings. We can play at, what can this do? Can this do HDR? Yeah, this can't do HDR Extreme anymore. This one can do, Pixel 7 can do HDR Extreme, but there's no 90 frames anywhere on any of these phones. Let me check. See, 9 Pro, yeah. They just don't really optimize them for, to play games like that. Like, these phones do a decent job at gaming, but like I said, some like the Snapdragon phones do a better job. You can play 90 frames, 120 frames. It just confuses me that the Pixel 9 Pro XL still can't play, at least at 90 frames, 100 frames, 120 frames. I think Google, I don't think it's a good idea to alienate like the gamers that like to game, right? So, I don't know. So, I wish that that's something that they would focus on. But as far as your gaming performance, it's going to be pretty good on, really all of these phones. I would say, again, 6 Pro, 7 Pro. If you're not a power user, if you are like an actual gamer, you can play games on these phones, but they do tend to heat up. The 8 Pro and 9 Pro, they do a much better job at gaming performance. So, overall, just something to know. If you're a lighter gamer, then the 6 Pro, 7 Pros is fine. Alright, so let's check out these speakers at max volume. We'll start with the 6 Pro. Basically sound the same. The 8 Pro is definitely louder than the 6 Pro and 7 Pro. Yeah, the 9 Pro, so there is a nice speaker upgrade here. So the 9 Pro XL sounds exactly like the 8 Pro in loudness. It just sounds overall better, like the overall sound is a little bit cleaner. So the speaker upgrade is definitely there. Alright, so another upgrade here when it comes to speed is the overall fingerprint scanner. So the Pixel 6 Pro has a optical fingerprint scanner, and so does the 7 Pro, and so does the 8 Pro. They all feel the same. The 9 Pro does have a much faster fingerprint scanner. Like, it's noticeably faster. It's the ultrasonic one. You can, tap it and it goes in really fast. So that's a nice little upgrade there. It's not, traumatic, but it is a nice little speed upgrade. So when it comes to image quality, guys, the photos are amazing. Even if you go as far back as the 6 Pro, the 6 Pro is still able to give you some really amazing shots here. So I would say, as far as still image quality, yeah, there's like tiny little upgrades here, but the 6 Pro is still so good that it's really hard to tell the difference in these photos. Guys, these phones do an excellent job. Where you will see an actual big upgrade is from video quality. The video quality is nowhere near as good on the 8 Pro and 9 Pro XL. The 7 Pro has slightly better video than the 6 Pro XL, and for filming with these phones for a long time, yeah, that's definitely the one thing that I noticed. I still was filming with the 7 Pro, as you can see here, like filming shorts and stuff like that. It still looks really good though. So that's why I say, guys, these phones do such an amazing job, I think, with photos and video. And yeah, you can't really go wrong. But if you want the best video, I would say aim for the 8 Pro and 9 Pro XL. But even though the 7 Pro, as you guys can see, I even was filming a couple shorts with this, it does a really good job, guys. It does not look bad at all. It's only with this camera, you take it out of like really good lighting, then it won't look as good with the video. And yeah, even the low light shots on the 6 Pro look really good. But the still like they look excellent. Like they just look really good. So I would say, guys, as far as photos and videos, yeah, if you all of them, the photos look extremely similar to me personally. But video, there is a big difference from the coming from the 6 Pro, 7 Pro, going to the 8 Pro and 9 Pro. But as far as your zoom photography and all that, they all go up to 30 times. It's not like it's not like a crazy thing. They haven't really upgraded that. But the lenses have gotten updates and stuff like that, and it's a little bit better. But as far as all the AI stuff, I don't really use the AI stuff, so it's not really useful to me. But yeah, guys, these are going to take excellent photos and videos. So even if you are on a very tight budget, you can still get the Pixel 6 Pro and still have some really good, video and photos still. Now, as far as the battery life goes, my experience with these phones is that these phones have pretty good battery life for the most part. If you're a lighter user, a heavier user, you'll notice the battery life on the 6 Pro, 7 Pro, it just kind of, it's just kind of okay. Where you see a pretty nice battery increase is actually with the 8 Pro, and the 9 Pro XL actually does a really good job as well with standby time and just the best screen on time. So if you guys are planning on keeping these phones for a long time, you go into your settings, and this is how I've been able to maintain very good battery health on my phones. They have an option here now, so you charge your phone to, where is it at? You charge your phone, here it is. You charge your phone to 80%. So they have this option on Android 15. I believe it might be on 14, but just update to the latest software. And you limit it to 80%. You don't turn this off unless you are going out and you're going to be away from a charger for a long time. That's how you're going to maintain pretty good battery health and battery life. So overall, I highly recommend these older Pixel flagships. They've just been really awesome to use, like I said, for recording videos and all that. Yeah, they're not the fastest phones. They're not the greatest at gaming, but they do such a great job. The Pixel software is still extremely smooth, buttery smooth. Absolutely love using these phones. So let me know what you guys think. Would you buy a Pixel phone in 2025?